Hey, I'm Jill. Today we're going to learn how to start our crochet in the round project with the chain method. The chain method can be used to start any crochet project that requires you to work in the round, such as hats, granny squares, and amigurumi. Crocheters like to use the chain method as they often find it easier than the other method, which is the magic ring, which I will leave the tutorial for in the description. Unlike the magic ring, the chain method will leave a hole in the middle. This is fine for some projects. However, if you prefer to not have a visible hole, I'll show you how to make that happen. I'll be giving you tips and tricks throughout to make sure that you are successful. So today you will need some yarn, some scissors, crochet hook, stitch marker, and a tapestry needle. Okay, so we'll start with a slip knot. I want to leave a bit of a tail because we're going to need it later. So start with the slip knot. Now we're going to do 4 chains. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to slip stitch into the first chain. So that will be the one next to the knot. So just insert your hook to the top loop, yarn over, pull through, and pull that loop through the loop on your hook. If you don't know how to slip stitch, I did just show you that. If you wanted a more in-depth version of how to slip stitch and other uses for it, I have a tutorial for that I'll link in the description. So now if you have a look at your work there, you pull it apart, you can see that hole right at the bottom there, that's where we're going to be crocheting 8 single crochets into. So just leave your finger there and I want you to chain 1 and then just commence with the first single crochet. So that's 1. So I'm just going to stop there because I want to show you a tip, which is this is our first single crochet, and when we come around and we're around the other side, I want to slip stitch again back into that single crochet to join the round, and I want to be able to see where it is easily. So if you can see the V there, that's the single crochet. I'm just going to put the stitch marker in there and then we'll continue round. You can single crochet over your tail here if you want it, but you don't have to. So we're up to number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so now to join our round, I'm going to slip stitch into the first single crochet, which I've got marked there. So I'm going to take out the marker, insert my hook, yarn over, pull through, pull that loop through this first loop. Okay, so there we go. That's our first round. Okay, so now I'm just going to cut our working yarn. Normally we wouldn't do this because we would need it because we're going to keep going around and around, but I'm going to cut it for the sake of showing you how to close this hole. Okay, so you can see there's a nice hole there. It's fine if you want to keep it there, you keep it there if that suits your project, but I just wanted to show you, if you wanted to, how you could close it off. So this is when we're going to need to grab our tapestry needle. I'm going to thread it with the yarn. And we're going to start going around, and we're going to thread the yarn all the way through till we get back to where we started. Okay, I think that's just about where we started. So now all you need to do to close the hole is to give it a little pull. I might actually go around a little bit more because I'm not sure that I went all the way around. Okay, give it a bit more of a pull. There we go. I hadn't gone all the way around, that's why it didn't close completely. Okay, there you go. You can see that that hole has disappeared. So you've got something that really resembles a round that you would make with a magic ring, but you didn't have to use the magic ring if that's what you don't want to use, so that's great. Okay, so just to finish that off and make sure it's nice and secure, we'll just keep going around. One more time. And then we'll tie off. Okay, there we go. Just going to snip that. There you go. There's a nice round with no hole in the middle. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you appreciate this tutorial, please give it an up thumb and subscribe to my channel where I have lots more Learn to Crochet tutorials. I'd love to hear in the comments how you went with starting your round with the chain method. Thanks for joining. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.